So what benefits does turmeric have for you? I'm going to talk about it in this video.
Let's go.
Hi there, welcome back. Coach Tonya, the holistic health practitioner here at Critical Bench. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about turmeric and is it good for us? Why is it good for us? What does it do for us? But before I share all of those secrets, I want to share something else with you. If you click that pinned comment below, you're going to see a link for our product, 101 Superfoods. If you are really seriously interested about really boosting your diet and your nutrition and including more of these types of foods into your diet to have optimized wellness, you're going to want to check this out. It is a very straightforward, hands-on, user-friendly resource to help you basically edit your diet to include much more of these superfoods, not just for you, but for your whole family, for the best possible health and wellness that you can possibly have, and we all want that, right? So check that pinned comment out below, find out more about that product. Okay, turmeric. So what is turmeric? Well, turmeric is what gives curry that bright yellow color. And it's actually been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine. They have known for thousands of years that, or believed that turmeric has got tremendous healing benefits and medicinal properties for people's health. Now with turmeric, the main ingredient, because you might be thinking, well, I've seen that on bottles at stores, but it says something else. Yes, curcumin. I hope I said that right. That's how Google told me to say it. Curcumin is the main active ingredient in turmeric, and actually it's a very strong antioxidant and a very powerful anti-inflammatory. So this is what gives turmeric its boom, okay? So when you are looking at, if you're looking at supplements, you want to make sure it has a lot of curcumin in it, because curcumin actually is not all that well absorbed by the body. It's better absorbed with black pepper. So what you want to do is either take it with black pepper, or you can actually buy it. You'll see a lot of supplements that are available now will have called piperine, but that is part of, or it's one of the ingredients in the supplement to help your body absorb it better. And it actually can potentially increase the absorption rate of curcumin by 2,000%. So that's something worth paying attention to before you just grab any supplement off. You want to flip it over, look at that label, and see how much is in there. Now, what curcumin does specifically by taking it is it helps your body fight foreign invaders. It helps fight free radicals. It helps with inflammation. It helps repair damage at the cellular level. So it's really kind of a superhero. It's the Tony Stark of supplements, okay? It packs a lot of punch for something that's, for a lot of us is typically just sort of an ingredient in Indian cooking and Indian dishes. And if you love that kind of cooking, which I do, it's not only flavorful, but it adds that beautiful, rich color to your main dishes. But lo and behold, consuming it has massive benefits to your health. I did write some research stuff down here, so I've got my notes because I hate getting numbers wrong or misquoting them. But there's some research to suggest that curcumin has the same or many of the same anti-inflammatory potential as anti-inflammatory prescription drugs. That's a big statement to make. But there has been tons of research actually on curcumin to back up a lot of what these claims are. Now, again, with the absorption being an issue, you have to make sure that you're either taking enough of it or that you're taking it in a combination with piperine, so that it's absorbed into the body. Because just eating turmeric and just sprinkling it on foods or putting it in dishes isn't going to be enough for you. It's still good. It's just, don't think that, one meal of curry chicken over jasmine rice is going to give you your RDA of curcumin, okay? Not exactly. We also know that curcumin can neutralize free radicals. And that has to do with the chemical structure of it. So it's a natural born fighter, very simply put. And it also helps to boost our body's own antioxidant enzyme activity. So, you know, like our body is very amazing. The human body is one of the most amazing machines, I'll call it, known like that we know of, that's on the planet. There is so much inside the shell that is, it's brilliant in what it can do. It's also, if you kind of look around you at maybe some people that you know of or have seen or have met that maybe don't take the best care of themselves, what the human body is able to take and still function is sometimes mind-blowing. So our body has a lot of stuff in it to do all of these jobs, you know, to fight inflammation, to help with digestion, to help fight free radicals. But with lifestyle and years and things that we've done, sometimes our body has a harder time doing it or has to fight harder to do it because of the other things that we're putting on it, the things that we're doing to it, the damage that we've caused it. So that's where, you know, certain foods, certain supplements can really come in handy as a helpful tool to help get the body on track or help the body in what it's already doing well but needs a little help with. So curcumin is one of those things that it does. I mean, our body has its own antioxidant enzymes, and it can help boost those enzymes, like kind of be a catalyst, get them really functioning and working at peak level. Another thing I want to talk about with curcumin is the research being done in terms of the brain, okay? Now, BDNF, this is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and that is a growth hormone that functions in your brain. And many brain diseases, including Alzheimer's and depression, have been linked to a decrease in BDNF levels in the brain. And there is it's actually very impressive research showing that curcumin can actually increase the levels of BDNF in the brain and possibly delay or even reverse some identified brain diseases. So, having said that, obviously, if you know somebody who's in late stages Alzheimer's, curcumin is not going to reverse that at that point. Another challenge I see with this personal opinion, is that sometimes brain diseases are not easily diagnosed. They can be diagnosed later, and that's a combination of things. One is, for example, I'll take Alzheimer's for instance, because that is something that's very near and dear to me. You certainly don't, doctors certainly don't want to just start handing out a diagnosis of Alzheimer's, okay? That could be, that's as bad as not being diagnosed if that is what's going on. So when it comes to the brain and brain diseases and disorders, it's a tricky road. It's challenging because things can sometimes go missed. They often go, I'm not going to say often go undiagnosed, but maybe later diagnosed, because people get older, they get forgetful, people get into accidents and bump their heads, so maybe for a couple months their memory's not great. So a lot of things can contribute to, the brain maybe not working 100% or us seeming a little bit slower, a little bit more forgetful. So I don't know that it's always at the front of every doctor or medical professional's mind that, well, it must be a disease, it must be a condition, we better diagnose it. So I love that there's all this research that shows us that curcumin can increase those BDNF levels. I think that's such a hopeful thing, and it's such an amazing thing that we know. Yet at the same time, I do see the challenge of, well, is it being utilized in and where it can be to have that kind of benefit? Do you know what I'm saying? Another one is that curcumin can also help fight against heart disease because it helps improve the function of the endothelium, which is the lining of blood vessels. There's also research that's showing that curcumin has a pretty impressive effect on some cancers. So we're seeing this in laboratory tests, not so much in human clinical trials, but in laboratory tests, what we're seeing is that it's slowing down the growth and reducing the growth of cancerous cells. So again, a really big statement, but with a lot of potential behind it, and a lot of research being done to see just what, where, and how this can be utilized into those kinds of treatments and therapies. So keep my fingers crossed on that one. Yeah, those are the big ones that really jumped out at me. And actually, the one with the BDNF, I had heard about it before, but I hadn't actually done a lot of reading on it because I was kind of off in another direction with brain diseases and supplements and therapy. So when I read this, I was like, wow, that's really good to read. But how is that being utilized at the right time to help with, brain diseases and issues happening there? When you are looking at, if you're watching this video and thinking, well, I want to go get myself some curcumin. I have turmeric, but clearly it's not enough. I want the supplement. My suggestion is, look at something that's going to give you at least minimum 1 gram a day or more, because you need higher amounts of this to get enough of it into you to reap the benefits of consuming it. Okay, there you go. Very brief but to the point video on curcumin. I hope that was helpful. I hope you learned something. Hopefully there was a couple takeaways in there for you. Before you go, make sure you check out that pinned comment for the 101 Superfoods product, especially if you're really seriously interested in optimizing your overall health and wellness by doing something really impactful with your nutrition. This is a great resource and it's super user-friendly. Anybody can use it. It's just a tremendous resource to have on hand. I'm Coach Tonya with Critical Bench. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscription button and that notification bell so you never miss our great video content. Be healthy, be well, have a great day.